Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This audio transmission is for education purposes only. If you are looking for entertainment, this may not be your channel. If you are new here, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Dr. Shreya Tajen, and I'm also known as Empress 1111. What I wanted to discuss with you is about the deep connections that we have within our soul groups and our monad soul groups in which we have come from. And this is about all relationships. So everyone is welcome to listen in. You do not have to be a twin flame, a karmic, or anyone that wants to identify themselves in some dynamic. You can just be a conscious observer and listener to what I am about to convey and discuss with you in greater lengths and details. Love is not something that you can just comprehend, or it's not some type of profound objective that we have to learn and overcome. And with normal intelligence and with regular senses, we would put ourselves at such a disadvantage if we continue to behave in such a way where we approach love from a cerebral standpoint. And most of us articulate and relate to love from a 3D plane and consider it to be real. It is not. The love that we have been taught is not real love. Real love completely consumes you, it overtakes you. It is an influx of cosmic energy that is accelerating at high speeds and strong enough to knock out power plants, to knock out even the planet if it's not balanced right. And it's strong enough energy that you cannot contain it all, nor can you take it all in. So, no matter how tempting it may sound at times to run, do not fight it. Receive the intense love and embrace it with a similar embrace in which you have known since you were born that there is something that is greater than you, that is a driving force, that is awakening you in the morning so you can start your day, and it puts you to rest at night before you go to sleep. This all encompassing power of love, you need to embrace it with a million arms. Keep believing in it. Even when you feel like you are embarking on an emotional roller coaster, it has already been decided prior to you incarnating here. It was already written in the stars to know that you are supposed to build something together with someone. Have faith in that promise. Have faith in the reunions if that's a part of your contract. And remember that you are dealing with the most intense force and vibration that ever exists, the highest achievable kind of love that only a few are allowed to experience on this earthly plane. Just remember that you are allowed to accept love from anyone. It does not have to be limited to only your twin. And the ego can make you sometimes believe that you're not the one for your twin. Maybe there's someone else that is better aligned or well suited or adjusted, and that can be the most furthest thing from the truth that I've ever heard. It is absurd. It is ridiculous. The divine has put these unions together in perfect harmony, harmonic resonance. It is us, through many incarnations, that have forgotten. It is the mind that uses the ego as its tool to protect itself. And only those who choose to operate under the guise of love, only from the heart chakra, will come into alignment with their true twin flame essence. And by releasing the ego, it can be felt as an intense experience. And it's not always the easiest thing to do. But then keep in mind, if you remain by ego, you remain stuck. You're stuck in your emotional world of the old way of thinking, and things become paradoxical, okay? Where there's misunderstanding, disruption, denial, and distance that repels the relationship and it prevents it from coming in between you and your twin so you can experience the union. This is this twin flame journey, soulmate journey, the most transformational development journey that one can ever embark on. It really changes you and touches you to the core of your being. It is now time to align yourself and release yourself from the egoic karmic relationships and align your soul to a much more aligned partnership. You see, when we move from the ego based karmic relationships to a more soul aligned service relationship, we come into balance with our inner God and our goddesses, our divine masculine and our divine feminine within. And we have the ability to be complete. And this alchemical union between the two is now unified. And we are embodied fully and wholly in the twin soul within, which means that we have the reunion that we've been looking for. We no longer need anyone to complete us on the outside, but we freely choose to form a sacred union within ourselves, one who equally embodies his or her twin essence and the need to not be with our one and only true twin, but with anyone. Anyone who is embodying unity consciousness and unconditional love, and that is fully aligned with their chakras with ours. All the romantic ideals of the one true half and romanticizing the twin flame union and all of this does not complement us. It is far away from the truth of the whole matter. Our foremost purpose, individually and collectively, is to become one within, with all that is, and return to our original monadic source essence and complete the planetary ascension as physical human embodiments of divine sparks and beings of love and beings of sovereignty. As we move into our self love and our complete and whole selves, the inner union and the embracing of the beloved, which is the divine within ourselves, it gives us this wholeness that we've been seeking all along anyway. And as whole ones, we start to experience deep soul connections and encounters and can no longer act out of the old paradigm and the old templates that are played out and have been dismantled by Source and Gaia. And in the light of transparency, there is no seducer, there is no mind manipulation, mind games, mind control, lies, withholding information. Or is there anyone for us to seduce? There are no conditions, it is only freedom. And even the notion of seducing simply becomes ridiculous and absurd to even think about. As we communicate telepathically from soul to soul in full transparency and honesty, being a complete open book, in this place only, we can find clarity. And this clarity opens us up and it opens our channels so we can connect from soul to soul through our heart to heart chakra, from our crown chakra to the crown, which automatically activates our kundalini. We start to align all of the chakras one by one and melt into the presence with each other, even when separated by physical distance. Personally, I have experienced dreaming of my twin flame before I even met him in person. I wasn't able to see his full face. I was able to just see the arm of him. He was at a chocolate store. We were both there. We were married in my dream. And he surprised me and brought me some chocolates. We were just coming in from the airport, and it was a store, a candy shop that sold chocolates. And he brought me some chocolate and he brought me some roses, but I couldn't see his face. And when I met him in person, that connection and that presence was so strong. I immediately identified at that very moment, you guys, that he was truly the one. So, in the presence of our soul monad, we cannot pretend or even deceive ourselves to being anything other than our authentic and true selves, keeping our personal integrity with our own true, authentic selves. The feeling of oneness, the feeling of belonging is so indisputable and is so overwhelming and intense that we are forced to surrender to it. And when I say we, I'm speaking about you and your divine counterpart. We see ourselves in each other and the other in ourselves. We experience ourselves as one. There is no mind involved. There is no ego involved. There is no physical empowerment or force that is fueling this. It's all spiritual, it's all energetic. It is a heartfelt empiric experience that cannot be rationalized or romanticized. And if we do, we are catapulted out of our hearts. We are catapulted out of our heart space and we disconnect from each other. And that's why some of you are experiencing what is the illusion of separation. Inevitably, there is a tendency of ego to try to figure out what is going on because it is disempowered and feels completely lost. It feels like it's been put out of commission as it has no compatible references to grasp onto or to grip or to cling to. Okay? These old ideals such as age, gender, style, culture, religion, tradition, or physical appearances, these are preferably lost and they lose their importance for a reason. It is all about vibrational alignment and vibratory matching frequencies, soul coherences, and tantric union. And so it is crucial to stay heart centered when we are blessed to meet such encounters with our divine counterparts, which is far more than just a romantic relationship, but serve as a higher purpose related to the particular soul monad group in which we have all came from. The longing for an outside missing part of ourselves is a residue of thousands of years of duality and separation from God within, and based on the misconcepts, the misconstructs that we are depending on each other to feel loved and to be loved, and that we are incomplete in ourselves if we are without this love. So, letting go of this illusion is a premise to embrace the wholeness within and become true embodiments of unity, consciousness, and unconditional love. And as we do so, we will start to encounter members of our soul monad and unite in one by one. And we'll be able to find this unique experience necessary to be forming partnerships that may not all lead to romance. In some cases, we will meet physical only to serve the higher realms or even prepare us energetically for the special task related to our planetary mission and our life purpose and why we're here. And in some cases, we are meant to form tantric relationships of deep union, anchoring the twin flame energy of our divine union and living in pure ecstasy. That is our true essence as part of our planetary mission. It is important to understand, and overstand and embrace the blessings that each encounter offers us without wanting to force it into a certain direction or put it into a certain frequency or an alignment, but to be in full alignment with our heart. Doing so, our inner knowing will tell us, it will guide us into what purpose this encounter serves us. What does the heart say in this now moment? Being and flowing and being in the ebb of flow with this guidance is the premises to our comprehension and the depth of our understanding this encounter. Only the heart knows the deeper purposes that are calling from the soul to untainted ego. Fear has no place here. And fear, however, is the most treasured tool of the ego. And many are tempted to take the road and run, withdraw their love, as they can no longer hide behind the mask and the shields of the ego. We can no longer play around the bush. We cannot tiptoe around the tulips, but only be authentic and real in all that we do when we're faced with deep soul encounters such as these. And as they are profoundly life and self transforming, because literally we lose ourself to love. We experience the love that has been so awaiting us, that surrenders everything that is not like us unto itself and dissolves everything into the sea of love beyond what we call the human identity, which is also played back as ego. When we lose that, we go beyond conditioning, beyond tradition, beyond religion, beyond restriction, and we come into an infinite playground of possibilities that emerges before us: joy, passion, love, and a higher purpose, and a divine one at that. I have come to the end of my transmission. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my gift registry from the Amazon store. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.